So you've decided to try rock climbing. So I prepared a little video for you to get you set up so that when you come in, you'll know what to expect. When you come in, first thing I'm going to ask you is, did you complete an online visitor agreement? Some people call this a waiver form. We're not actually asking you to waive anything. What we're saying is that climbing is dangerous. It looks a little bit like this. You'll see it says visitor and participant agreement. That's kind of emphasizing that anybody in the building will need to have a agreement filled out. It's all digital. Don't print it. I know I've got a paper copy here, but please don't print. Easy with a drop-down menu to make a little error on my birth date, so please be careful. After you've confirmed your form, and please bring your ID because I do want to check your ID against what you've submitted online. The next step is going to be trial fit of your gear. And we're going to give you an orientation to our facility. Keep in mind, the orientation is going to be a little bit different for each and every facility you go to. We'll keep it interesting. We'll keep it quick for you. This is going to be a front of the building to a back of the building kind of tour where everything is, so you understand where the bouldering extends to, what the top rope stations are, auto belays, lead climbing, ice climbing. And then after that, if you're an experienced climber, we get you through a belay test. That way you can use the rope systems. If you are brand new to climbing, and if you're watching this video, you're probably brand new to climbing, we would recommend and would love to get you through a knot and belay lesson. This is not something that you should delay on. It's not something where you do a day visit orientation and then you maybe do the lesson on your next visit. You really should get through that lesson ASAP. Your falls are better protected. The lesson does take an hour, so give yourself a couple hours on your visit. That way you can get through the lesson, have a good time climbing for at least an hour afterwards. So keep that in mind on your first visit. Orientation, lesson, those are the dual elements. Now, one of the things that you as a new climber might ask is, well, am I going to fall? And the answer is yes, you are absolutely guaranteed to fall. And what you may not have considered is that there are a wide variety of falls, and those are actually related to the types of climbing you choose to do. Most new people think I'm going to climb down low and that's going to be safe somehow. That is very untrue. Bouldering, the term we use for climbing down low without ropes, means you're going to fall to the ground, and that's a high impact on your body. A surface, the floors may be padded, but padding does not stop injuries. That said, protect your falls with a rope. Get up on a top rope. There's an auto belay version of a top rope, and then there's our standard rope. You should do a knot and belay lesson on your first visit if you are new to climbing. Learn how the rope systems work. Get your falls protected. And as a climber, you can get a little assist from the belayer. That's a person on the ground. And then we can step it up a little bit. Lead climbing. So rather than having a top rope pre-strung, we're going to string a rope as we go into higher and higher positions. If you miss one of those clips, you're going to fall double the distance below your last attachment point. Leads to a pretty dramatic fall. You're still falling on a rope, so your fall is in fact stopped before you hit the ground. Good for you. That means that the rope is going to protect your fall. There's a possibility of swinging into something, but that's rare, but that is a possibility. And while we may be falling a big distance, and that is in itself a scary factor, that is not necessarily leading to an injury, and just reemphasizing that bouldering, actually hitting the ground repeatedly, is the highest risk to your person. And finally, we have ice climbing. So ice climbing involves climbing with in our case, with real ice axes, and we've simulated ice with soft white plastic that the ice axes stick into. Just about a 1/4 inch of penetration will hold full body weight of a full-grown male like myself. So in this case, the fall is done on top rope. The fall is limited, but now the fall is happening with sharp tools in your hands. So different types of falls depending on different types of scenarios. In all of these, we could say the falls have risk. We could argue whether a fall was more straightforward or whether it was complicated by a variety of factors, but the fact remains that all falls have risk. Falls to the ground have the highest impact on your body. Some falls on rope are less likely to impact your body, and the rope is definitely a better form of protection, but we understand, again, the risk is ever present. So in summary, when you come in, prep your forms in advance, save yourself a little bit of time on the check-in. Get through the orientation. It's free. It only takes like 10 minutes. If you're new to climbing, definitely enroll in the knot and belay lesson. It'll definitely benefit you. While it takes an hour and it does add a big chunk to the initial expense, it is very much worth your time. It opens up so much more of the gym to you, and it allows you to advance down the road. And there's an unspoken policy here that if you do the top rope lesson here and we see you within just a few weeks, we are definitely going to get you through a free review, and we're going to augment your knowledge by learning new and different belay devices. So that's an important aspect and build up of your top rope lesson. So get through the orientation, get through the lesson if you're new, always fall well, always do your best to protect your falls.